getting better at
try.
this.
Lovely, what is this, week 5 now?
Is it?
Is it 6? No, 5.
5 or 6, I don't fucking know.
One of those.
We're back in studio.
Just go straight into the news.
Let's do it.
Sony Animation has announced a new movie.
What is it?
Produced by Steph Curry.
Okay.
It's called GOAT. Based off the poster, it's a basketball player that's also a GOAT.
Interesting.
Is it gonna be like the Robbie Williams movie where he's a monkey instead of?
Oh no, it's animated.
Oh, it could just be an animated film about Steph Curry and he's a goat.
Yeah, that'd be depressing.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna have a goat shooting 3-pointers for 2
I'll watch
hours.
that.
Yeah, fuck off. Or maybe it's about LeBron.
Maybe.
They announced a new Pirate of the Caribbean starting to begin production.
It's a reboot, right?
Yo, wait, what?
No info.
It doesn't sound like it. But Johnny Depp is apparently returning, and
$501 million, baby.
after watching those, I rewatched them like 2 weeks ago. They need to stop making them.
See, you're watching it wrong. You're watching it seriously. You gotta
No.
make a drinking game out of it, all right? You gotta get COVID and get stuck up in a cabin for a whole week with no internet and just the fucking...
Did you rewatch them?
I rewatched them to do a drinking game.
All 5 of them?
All 5 of them. I went through almost every single bottle of alcohol and I threw up way too many times.
You guys at least like the first one, right?
The first 3,
The first one is amazing.
I think, are really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then the last 2 are just so garbage.
Yeah.
It kind of like ruins everything.
Yeah, Black Pearl is the first.
Black
Dead Man's
Pearl,
Chest is the second.
Dead
I like
Man's
those 2
Chest.
for sure. I don't know about the other 3. I don't remember.
The one with what, Blackbeard, is that the third one? No.
Blackbeard's
That's the 4th one, right?
part of the second one, like towards the end, but he's mainly the 3rd one,
Okay.
Is
if I remember.
I think
I
I like
thought-
that one also.
See, I mixed them all up.
I think it was
but-
no. It's Dead Man's. No, it's what, the
Black
Black
Pearl.
Pearl,
Mhm.
obviously. Then the 2 about Davy Jones, and then Blackbeard, and then
Okay.
you get the
Wasn't
Spanish
Blackbeard
guy.
a little in the last one? Or the
No,
third one, I
because
mean?
it was the super hot Latin lady and the Fountain of Youth, the
Oh,
4th one.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I may have been drunk, but I know my Pirates of the Caribbean. All right.
And like the 3rd one's like an Endgame movie.
Okay.
Like literally every
Barbados.
single. Oh yeah, he returned. Yeah, so like every villain just returns.
You're
And
my
it's-
treasure.
It's so, it's something.
Kind of like a Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I would
even
say
like
that.
because the bad guy turns into a good guy. It's real.
Alright,
It's
well,
something.
whatever.
We got a director for Dune 4,
Okay.
which I didn't think was gonna be made because
Dune 4?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mention this. I watched Dune 1 and 2.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't, yeah.
Nice.
When you were on your trip, Dune 2 was showing in theaters, so I said fuck it, and I watched Dune 1 here, and then I watched Dune 2 in theaters.
You like them?
Good.
Dune 1's not amazing.
It's set up.
I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Sure.
Because it doesn't do much.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's very pretty, and
It's definitely a theater movie.
Timothy
Yeah.
Chalamet is like really good.
Yeah.
And then the cast of those movies.
It's stacked.
What the
Stacked.
fuck?
Yeah.
I
Stacked.
remember every scene I was like, whoa, whoa, and then like, whoa,
Mhm.
is that? I couldn't believe it because there was Jason Momoa,
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya. Was it Christopher
Thanos.
Walken or someone else?
Christopher
Yeah,
Walken.
Christopher Walken's
Yeah.
in the second one.
Josh
Florence
Brolin.
Pugh.
Yeah, Florence Pugh. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, when does it end?
Austin Butler.
Austin Butler,
Yeah.
dude, it was insane. And the second one was phenomenal. I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Dude, it's...
I think it's the closest thing we've ever gotten to like Star Wars Empire Strikes Back.
That's how I feel, yeah.
Like it was so fucking solid. I couldn't believe it. And like this, it's so pretty.
Dude,
Oh,
and it leaves off on like the perfect note where it's like, all right, it's just enough to finish this with also telling you, oh yeah, we got plans for
Yeah.
a lot more.
You guys are gonna watch that. It's out already. The HBO Max series, the Sisterhood.
I think it just came out, like a
Yeah,
month
I'm
ago.
willing to give it a
I
shot.
didn't
Yeah.
I didn't
I imagine.
want to because I didn't
imagine
watch
it's gonna be
anything,
good.
but I also watched the 1984 one. Don't watch it.
Oh, with Patrick Stewart.
Don't
right?
watch it.
Yeah.
Don't watch it.
I-
If
I-
like, and I watched it first, and even after watching the 1 and 2 that came out recently, I had no fucking idea what was going on. and I was like, does anyone else get it? So I went through the reviews. Every single review's like, if you put me on amnesia and then told me to watch this movie, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like, they have no fucking idea. And apparently the third one is kind of going to be like that one. So hopefully the director does
Same
it
time
better.
period or whatever.
Yeah, I really have no fucking idea.
We'll find out.
But Dune 4 is going to be directed by Gareth Edwards.
Okay. What did
who
he do?
did Rogue One.
Nice.
All right.
And I'm rewatching Rogue One soon, so we'll
That's
see
a
how my
solid
opinion
movie.
on
It's a solid
that
movie.
is. We'll
Should
see.
be a good sci-fi director.
When I rewatched it, I was like, this is not as good as I remember it being.
Really?
The plot's not good at all.
Really? I rewatched it in theaters during COVID because they were doing
They
like,
did
the
the
surprise.
mega re-release.
Yeah. Yeah, I still like it. It holds up for me.
That should be. Speaking of re-releases, shouldn't episode 3 be re-releasing sometime this year?
You heard
It's the
of
20th anniversary
Yeah.
today.
Today?
So maybe it's re-releasing within the next few weeks.
Fuck!
But I didn't see it on AMC, so if it's on AMC today, then I'm kind of pissed because I want to see it.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Fine.
Blah blah blah. New horror movie, directed by Talk to Me director. I think it was a A20. Is it A23 the company?
24.
A24. It's like one of those directors, and that movie is like really hyped up. So I'm hoping it's gonna be good. But Talk to Me isn't that great. I thought it was overrated. It's another one of those gimmick movies where like there's a hand, and then you put it on your face, and then you want to kill yourself and other people. It's really fucking stupid. But I'm hoping this one's different. It's called Bring Her Back, and there's a cat in the trailer, so I have like huge high hopes for this one.
I don't know, man. There was a cat in the Smile trailer.
You want to smile?
Yeah, but they killed the cat. That was
Okay.
fucked
So
up.
what? The cat's gonna die?
Might.
Maybe the title's after the cat.
Oh fuck!
That'd be awful.
I never heard of that other movie, so.
What, Talk to Me? Yeah, it's not. It's like a hidden gem, I guess.
Oh.
According to like horror fans, I don't think it's that fantastic, but it's okay. Avatar: Last Airbender, not a movie, but they got a show sequel announced
Nice.
after what? Korra ended 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a sequel?
It's about an earthbender, and apparently Korra fucked everything up. No surprise. I don't know if you watched Legend of Korra.
I watched the first 4 or 5 episodes. I liked them, but I don't know why I never continued.
She's not a good
Couldn't
Avatar.
commit.
I was on the fence. Like, I at first was a Korra hater, and then I rewatched it. And I'm like, okay, growing up, I can see like it's not that bad.
You probably just had an unfair comparison.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
Last
going up
Airbender's
against
so
probably the best animated thing ever.
Yeah,
like it's
like,
just yeah.
easily. So, but like, and then you see the news where it's like, oh, in this era, the Avatar's not seen as like the people's defender; it's seen as the world's destroyer.
Yeah.
And it makes you go.
That's kind of cool.
But I feel like Korra just kind of goes downhill as the seasons go on.
She's getting just the bad hand of the stack. I don't know how else to describe
Just some
it.
bad writers.
Yeah,
It is definitely bad writing. I mean,
Yeah.
like one of the villains is literally just the random chick who like controls metal bending. If I
Yeah.
remember, was that the final one?
Kuvira. Yeah,
Yeah,
It was
and it's just
basically
not-
Earth Nation Hitler.
Yeah, it's that, and she has like a giant mech.
Yeah,
It's really fucking
in
stupid.
the 1920s. I want to say.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be that era.
Yeah, and then which is weird because now I want to see if the world is destroyed. I want to know what kind of era. Are we
So-
working with like a Mad Max vibe or?
I imagine you don't plan on rewatching Korra anytime soon. This
If
is not
I
even a
might-
spoiler.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Because they kind of go into it right
now.
away. You know how the spirit world?
portals.
That's what fucks up the world.
I figured.
Yeah.
Ko was on the other side of those things, and she just let him run loose. I think that's funny because I was immediately that was my biggest argument growing up, and seeing other people now be like, yeah, obviously that's like one of the big things. It's so validating.
Yeah. So it'll be 26 episodes, 30 minutes each. It's not that long,
Solid.
but I think it's 2 seasons shorter than Korra, so it's
Did you see the
Other than
thing
that-
about the twin aspect?
yeah. But
Yeah.
he won't be an Avatar apparently.
There's a lot of theorizing, and again, this is just out there. It's like, oh, they might have half the elements, which I really hope they don't do.
No, that'd be.
I heard that in the grapevine, and that's the stupidest fucking thing
That
Gotta
is
try.
really
You
stupid.
gotta try something.
At that point, then it should just be the light Avatar and dark Avatar, like they did in season 2 of
Yeah.
Korra.
Yeah.
That would be a better story.
Yeah.
But even then, that's a stretch.
A lot of Odyssey news. I don't have the picture, unfortunately. They had a picture of Matt Damon who is playing Odysseus.
Okay.
It's not Tom Holland, so that was a lie. Whoever said that.
All
Unless
right,
Tom
we'll
Holland's
take that.
playing his son, then there's like a chance Tom Holland's still the lead.
Maybe
young
Odysseus. Maybe.
It could be that too.
It's a big
Matt
long
Damon
story.
looks fucking great though. The costume is it's definitely off, but you know what? I'm sick of it. I don't really give a shit if something's historically accurate.
Me neither.
As long as it's not like, what was it, the Great Wall or something that he starred in.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not like that, I'm fine.
They also announced the cinematographer for the movie.
Okay.
And he did Oppenheimer,
Ooh.
he did Interstellar,
Ooh.
and he did Her, and Nope.
Mm.
So this guy's got like
Big
one of the best ones of like recent
expectations,
history. Yeah.
Holy shit.
This movie's gonna be fucking stunning. I hope.
Yeah.
I mean, all beautiful
I
movies.
trust the writing. We should be good.
And Tom Holland, will be working on this movie so much. Apparently, for Spider-Man, he won't be in like half of the scenes.
Yeah, it'll be a stunt double.
His stunt
Okay.
double will be acting for him.
I did hear about this.
I didn't hear about that.
And for Avengers Doomsday.
Well, then what the
That's the
hell's
first
the
one, right?
point?
Doomsday's the first one?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doomsday and then.
They're both coming out next summer.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Secret Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doomsday Secret Wars.
Okay.
So, he won't even be acting in half the scenes, which I'm kind of happy with, because that means he's going to keep his mask on, like he should be.
I'm
So,
fine with that.
they also announced Spider-Man 4 will be released 1 week later than it was supposed to. So thankfully not a
Thank God.
3-year delay like Spider-Verse.
Yeah. If we ever get that one.
Yeah, no, we won't. So it's going to be July 26th, 2026, so next summer, again. And the Wicked 2 trailer is supposed to come out during the Super Bowl, they announced.
Oh, it never came out.
Mm-mm. They had visual problems.
No.
And
A lot of CGI.
I hope soon we get the trailer, because it comes out September, I think. So it'd be nice if we got the trailer sooner than later. I mean, even knowing that we're supposed to get one, should come out in like the next month or two.
Odds out of 10 the movie gets delayed. What do you think?
60.
You think 60%?
I mean, coming out this year, that'd be sucky. I don't think anything's coming out in the fall though. So I
It
think
is really soon though.
yeah, but like just coming out in the fall, and there's like nothing big to my knowledge besides like How to Train Your Dragon, I think. Or is that sooner? That could be
I
sooner.
think that's
even.
like November, October.
Yeah. So they have like a freebie just to delay it for even like a week, and I don't think people will be mad. So
Yeah, hopefully this year.
and last bit of news here: Neja 2, the Chinese animated movie I was talking about last week.
Uh-huh.
First animated movie to reach $2 billion.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and
That's China.
and it is now still not world release. I think it's gonna release in America this week. So
You should probably check that out.
theater release.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it's already top 8 all time in movies in grossing. So maybe it can. I mean, it could probably get number 1. Unfortunately,
I don't know if anyone's talking about it here.
I
don't
have
know
seen
if it'll
nothing
get
on Twitter, which is like
Or in theaters.
my
like,
yeah,
no
No
like,
trailers.
previews or anything.
no trailers or anything. Yeah, I don't even know if they. Yeah, I don't know. I guess since the movie's already out, they don't really need a trailer. I think it's coming out today. So I don't know.
My guess is subtitled. Probably
Both,
not dubbed.
I think.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited.
I'd check it out.
If a movie that's not Disney gets like number 1 and 2 is animated, that'd piss them the fuck off so much.
As it should, dude. And it hopefully make them want to fucking do better than recent performances.
Yeah, I mean, like, what was your last Disney animated movie? Was
Inside
it
Out
Wish?
2 was good.
Or not Wish? Well, that's
Wasn't it
Pixar. That's
Wish?
why I don't
Pixar.
count it.
Wasn't it Wish?
Wish
That's
was
what I
2
was
years ago,
thinking.
no?
So what was the most
Moana 2?
recent one?
Moana
Oh,
2,
Moana
yeah.
2.
Before
yeah.
that, what was before that?
I think it was Wish.
Yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
Really?
I'm probably wrong, but
I don't know.
There has to be one in between.
We
That's
played-
a whole year.
We played that a lot at that daycare.
you know what? I think it might just be Wish then. But I can't think of anything.
Me neither.
Yeah. So just Moana 2, and that didn't do that great. Right? It did like
Wish
300
didn't.
million?
Good question. I actually don't know.
I'm gonna
Wish
say the
did.
300 million.
Okay.
Wish did shit, right?
It was. I think it's their worst performing
Anything.
theatrical release
Release.
ever.
I'll fact check that later.
Yeah,
That sounds right, though.
Someone do.
I think that's correct.
Don't speak with any kind of authority.
I think that's right.
So we can go right into the new movies now.
Let's do it.
And the biggest release, obviously, this week. Wait, we all watched Captain America?
Yeah.
We'll do Paddington first, then.
Okay.
Paddington 3.
Yeah.
What'd you give it out of 10?
I really liked it. I think I gave it like an 8 and maybe an 8.5.
Same.
I think it was the first Paddington I've ever watched, actually.
Dude.
So much happier with it than I thought I would be.
Go watch Paddington 1 and 2. I told John the same exact thing back in November when I rewatched them. I didn't want to watch them because it had like such a high rating.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't believe it. I thought it was like fake bullshit. Like people were like, 99%. Let's just everyone give this movie 199%. They're the 2 highest rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
And yeah, they both have 99%. I think Paddington 2 had 100% for like the first 5 years of its release. No other movie's ever done that, I think.
Holy
and
fuck.
I rewatched. I didn't rewatch them. I watched them for the first time in November. They are the best fucking, like, they are so heartwarming. It's like watching a Christmas movie. Just take out the Christmas. It is like so like, oh, it's so cozy to watch. Like I feel like I could just like.
Well, you've seen the third one, so.
Yeah, and the third one, like that's the worst one for me.
Really?
And I gave that an 8/8.5 out of 10. Like it was so.
It was funny.
It's just so
it was
nice.
So, like,
it's funny.
Warming, like it had a good like theme and like lesson.
And it's all based off a book. Like these are all based off books and stuff.
It is a bear, all right. I'm gonna give anything with a grizzly bear like a fucking 5.
That's
out of 10
automatic 5.
Yeah, it's amazing. But like just seeing like the whole aspect of that movie,
and like it looks so good. Like the
Yeah.
bears, like
I was expecting really shitty CGI, especially since like, and we'll talk about this later. I had seen Cap 4 the day before, so my expectations for CGI were kind of Marvel level.
mm-hmm.
I was blown away.
Yeah, it's so fun, it's funny, it's cozy. Like I think they are the perfect family movies. What the fuck?
What?
Look at him.
Okay.
Ooh, oh, Onyx. His cat's
I see,
over
I
there
see,
by
I
the
see.
fucking corner. Can I move that? Hold on.
No, just leave. Look at him. Creep. And
He's stalking us.
well,
Actually.
yeah,
right
let's
now.
get back to it.
He's hunting.
Go watch Paddington 3.
It's so fucking lovely. The only thing that annoyed me during the movie was this little kid sitting in front of me. I hate kids in theaters. If you can't control them, kill them. I'm sick of it. Like the kid's just going,
No.
like, dude, I'm sick.
No,
I
I
don't
get
want to hear this shit during a movie.
Yeah.
And like, I don't care if it's a kid's movie. When I was a kid, I didn't do this shit.
I would have gotten beat. I would
Yeah.
have gotten beat.
Yeah.
Not by my mom either. By your mom.
So
Hopefully, you could find a middle ground to that solution.
did you watch Paddington 1 and 2 with us?
No.
Please go watch them.
I
All
gotta
3
see
of
them.
them. They're so fucking
Where are
good.
they on?
I love them.
Really quick. Oh, okay.
I don't know. They're not on Max.
Probably
not Disney.
Amazon.
Probably Amazon. But you have to pay for it, I imagine. I don't even think they're on any streaming
I have
service.
to rent a lot
They're
of
not
them,
Paramount.
but it
That's
works,
what I
it
mean,
works
yeah.
really well with my credit card. So
Oh, yeah.
I get like the free points, and then it's like, oh, you want to use your points?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll get to Cap 4 then.
Let's do it.
This movie is now the third lowest rated MCU movie of all time with a 49%.
Can I talk
on Rotten
about it
Tomatoes?
first?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Okay, because I'm good at saying the good things about movies, and I know you guys are not going to say anything.
No.
good.
But what?
You'd be surprised.
So you think it was a good movie at least?
So
I'm the same thing.
I'd say it's actually like a return to form for Marvel.
I was gonna ask that. Yeah.
Now, think about the Infinity Saga, right?
Mhm.
The low tier movies were like Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Thor 2.
Whoa, Ant-Man.
The bottom 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I disagree.
What would be
Ant-Man
like,
2 at least.
Thor
Okay, sure,
2,
sure.
Ant-Man 2.
Yes. Thor 2,
Iron
Ant-Man
Man
2,
2.
Iron Man 2.
Just name every movie with a 2 in it.
a lot of 2s.
A
Except
lot
Cap
of
2.
sequels.
Except Cap 2.
You can't go wrong. Which one was Cap 2? That one was
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Yeah, you
Like this
can't. You
Spy
can't.
thriller.
Winter Soldier is awesome.
Yeah.
So, this had Winter Soldier vibes for me. So, if you think about those lower tier MCU movies, that's what the bottom used to be, right? And then obviously post Infinity Saga, the bottom went way lower.
Yeah, way lower.
So I'd say that this movie raised the floor. If this is gonna be our B plus MCU movies going forward, I'd be okay with that. Just like a solid action popcorn flick, Winter Soldier vibes. kind of bringing the last like 6 or 7 MCU movies have all been like solo stories with like nothing, no direction, no like merging ground. Yeah. So this is kind of like wrapping everything back together. And if these are going to be if this is how the new sagas versions of Ant-Man 2 and Iron Man 2 are going to be, then I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I had the same thing. I think people are overhating this movie a lot.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think I gave it like a solid just 7. Like nothing higher, nothing lower. I mean, like, I think it was fantastic. But like you said, the main reason that you watch the MCU is because you know it's a connected universe. And unfortunately, with Ant-Man Quantumania and the stuff that happened after it, that movie just kind of doesn't exist for me anymore.
I still haven't.
And this one's the closest thing we've gotten, like you said, in like recent history with connecting everything together. I mean, you got Red Hulk, you got the leader. You finally get him being Cap after fucking 5 years.
Yeah.
Like he got the TV show, but like he was capping it for like
The last
nothing.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If 20 minutes of that.
yeah. I think it's so overhated.
Yeah.
I mean, like 4 out of 10 is insane to me. Like it's not this bad. Like it's really solid. Like
I saw people giving it a half star, and I'm like,
Nah.
you're just hating on it to hate
To
it.
hate it, yeah.
It's a decent movie. Like I went to go see it with my buddy, and he's like, "Oh, I gave it like a 5," but then again, he doesn't really watch the Marvel movie, so he doesn't really get the whole full like cohesiveness of like why this character is like hating on this character and stuff like that. But it was a solid film. The only issue I had with it was at the end, just the CGI with the cherry blossom scene.
no. So you thought the whole thing was CGI?
Not.
Do you think the background was CGI?
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not.
That's what my main problem with
Oh.
modern MCU movies is. That is all real. They went to a real location in Washington, D.C. It is all real. There's a real cherry blossoms in the background. They somehow made it look like CGI. I couldn't believe it.
It actually ruined my immersion.
Yeah.
More than I think the CGI probably would have then.
Yeah. And I don't like that they don't show Red Hulk transforming back to Harrison Ford or
Yeah.
Thaddeus Young. And I was like, this has got to be you guys either being lazy or you're scared to show that the CGI that you're doing is clearly not up to par than what you guys had 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that Mateo said Thaddeus Young. That's a basketball player.
Did I say? Oh shit!
Thaddeus
No,
Ross.
you're right. You're right.
2012 Toronto Raptors legend. Thaddeus
Bulls
Young.
legend for 1 year. Bulls legend for 1 year. But yeah, I think in a lot of parts of the movie they were kind of scared to do a lot of stuff. I also don't like Patriot. I don't know what they call him in this movie, but
Patriot.
he's called Patriot in the movie.
I think they're calling him Falcon.
In the yeah, he's just Falcon now.
Yeah,
Whatever.
he's
It's
Falcon,
fucking
right?
bogus.
He's great. He's a good actor.
I know. I think he's a solid actor. I just think they kind of just shoehorn him in, and he's just like in there.
Yeah.
And I don't think he needs to be in the movie at all. They're kind of just. I think they did it for like, look, he can be like nice Captain America. Here's his sidekick and blah blah blah. Like I don't give a shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they did just want to give him a sidekick, right?
Yeah.
I felt that too.
And then making him Falcon, I'm like, just make him Patriot. He's Patriot in the comic books. He's Patriot in your shitty Squirrel Girl TV show you had like 5 years ago. Just make him.
I mean, they
Patriot.
might, but it's again just like
Slow burning.
slow. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you got to do it in steps.
But like, what are we gonna get? Another Cap trilogy? I doubt it.
We might actually. Who knows? I mean, the first Cap one did really well. I mean,
how's this movie doing financially? I didn't see.
I don't think it did that
I
well.
think right now it's at 400 mil. I could be
Okay.
wrong. I mean, it's
That's
a
already
Cap
Black
movie.
Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already Black Adam. But I don't know. There was like a lot of bits where I just didn't care. The leader was actually kind of decent.
I loved his design. It was so good.
Yeah, and
for gamma poisoning, right?
Yeah, people hate it. And it's like, I'm sorry, we're not going to get a dude with a big forehead. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not going to happen. We're done with this shit.
Yeah.
Like, you saw what they do with MODOK. We're
It
just
did
not
not
going to
work.
get, like, this goofy shit. They're going to make him some kind of freak. That's okay.
Yeah, MODOK works in an Ant-Man movie. Barely. It's not gonna work in a Cat movie.
No. But like I said earlier, with, like, the connecting stuff, I'm happy we got the leader. Like, I felt like, I think I told John this, like, a couple weeks ago, we got nothing to connect the Incredible Hulk to
Yeah.
anywhere. Like, I think the only thing we got was during Multiverse of Madness, where you see the Abomination in the fighting. Oh no, that was Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
You see Abomination in the fighting ring for like 30 seconds.
With
Abominations
one,
and She-Hulk for a bit, but people didn't
Yeah,
like that show.
you're right.
Yeah,
I
that show
actually
was
forgot
kind
about
of-
that. And you finally get to see the Celestial after like
Yeah,
6
thank God,
movies. Like,
fucking
what
Eternals.
the fuck?
Yeah, when did that come out?
2021.
2021.
And it's like that movie didn't do well, but you need to connect it to this fucking movie somehow.
I mean, if you're gonna go with it, go with it. You can't just leave it out.
It's a giant fucking dude
Yeah.
in your ocean. No one's talking about this shit. Like,
Yeah, here we go.
we had a Spider-Man movie that doesn't mention it at all. Like, that doesn't make sense to me because I think No Way Home came out a few months after it, and like they have a news scene.
Yeah.
Like they have the school news. You're telling me the school news isn't talking about the giant fucking guy in the ocean?
Right.
I don't know. So strange.
I saw someone.
Oh, but it's right after Far From Home, technically, like chronologically speaking.
Yeah, that was after, right?
So I guess it makes sense. Fuck, I don't give a shit. It's pissing
I
me
don't know.
off.
I need a full on like timeline graph.
Yeah, because I don't know if Eternals is right after Endgame. I mean, oh, it is because they talk about how they didn't help
Yeah, the
against
snap.
Thanos
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. All right, but solid movie. I think people are overhating on it way too much.
Yeah, if this is gonna be our B tier movies going forward, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Also, I really enjoyed Harrison Ford CGI
Oh, yeah.
as Hulk. I thought it actually looked really good.
Yeah, him as Hulk, I think looked really good.
Yeah.
But I think him
And
de-transforming would have been bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But man, he did solid, and he's happy
Yeah.
with the movie. I'm happy with the movie because
Mhm.
he's been pissed about every movie he's been working with recently, except Indiana Jones, which is shit. But like,
Yeah.
if he's happy with the MCU, then I'm fine with this.
But yeah, the 3 main characters did a great job.
Yeah.
Mackie, what's his name? Ramirez.
Patriot. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Whatever his actor did great. Harrison Ford did great. Yeah. So solid big 3.
I had another character I wanted to talk about, but I can't.
Ben-
The Black Widow.
Oh no, Bucky being a councilman.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
I was like,
it's cool, but I felt like it was a little.
this guy kills
unneeded.
JFK, and you're gonna.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny. I don't mind it. I think it's hilarious. And I don't know if you noticed, they have the picture with,
Those two like doing this, right?
that's just a picture from real life,
Yep.
and people are pissed about it.
I don't.
And
see
it's
why.
like, would you rather them do it in an acting booth?
Yeah.
But it's like that's like a genuine picture
Yeah,
of them being friends.
exactly.
Like I think that's way better than them just like, hey,
Mhm.
we need a shot of you two guys just
Yeah.
hugging each other. Like, no, this is way better.
It's
yeah.
the genuine article.
So do you think Bucky's gonna lose his congressman race? It makes sense if he
Especially with the
I don't think-
Thunderbolts movie
did. They
coming
can't let him
out.
win.
Yeah, they gotta talk about it. Thunderbolts.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he's probably gonna either do something, or the Thunderbolts will be the reason he's kicked out of
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
drops
for
out
sure.
the race.
position. Yeah.
So hopefully it's connected. I hope Thunderbolts is connected to this.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will be.
So I'm really hoping everything is just connected, because that's the only reason I'm watching this fucking shit now. It's just because it's connected.
Also, the end credits scene. Can we talk about
Oh,
the end
sorry,
credits?
that's really
Oh,
what I wanted to
I
talk
skipped
about. I'm
it
really
because
pissed
you
about
told me
I
to
told him
skip
to not watch it.
You told me to
I
not
think I
watch
told you
it.
not to watch
I
it.
did watch it.
What was it?
It's my least favorite.
I
end
can't
credit
even
scene ever.
remember what it was. It was pretty fucking.
Oh,
pointless.
There you
he
go.
just said the multiverse was coming, right?
It's the
He said
leader.
It's the big guys coming. Or
It's the
something.
leader, and he's in a jail cell, and he's just staring at the camera. I don't even think he's talking to anyone. I could be wrong about this
No,
because
he's talking to Cap, right?
Oh, sorry. He's right. Cap does come in to talk to him, and he's just staring, and he's like,
The
"They're
odds of
coming.
him coming are.
They're coming,
Yeah.
and they're coming for you, and they're coming for everything." And I'm like, "Dude, I just saw this fucking end credit scene like 5 times. You want me to see it again? Like, I'm sick of this shit where like some random character just blabbering in a camera about the multiverse.
Mhm.
I don't give a shit. Apparently, I don't know if this is true because it doesn't make sense with what he was talking about. It's about the Illuminati, and
I thought it was about Galactus.
I thought it was about I thought it was about the multiverse. Anyway, it just pissed me off. Like,
Might be Kane.
the rumor was apparently the Illuminati were supposed to be in this movie.
Really?
I don't know if that even makes sense, like plot-wise, how they fit in. But
Which Illuminati would it be? Because there's no Mr. Fantastic,
Strange.
there's no Professor X in
So-
that universe.
the
I mean,
rumor
there's
didn't even
Namor.
mention it. But like, would they make their own? But it also makes no sense because none of them are friends with each other.
Yeah, they all
And,
hate
like,
each other.
They
Black Panther's dead.
Oh, they're sure.
Doctor Strange is like with the chick with Sid.
Sid Carter.
I'm forgetting her
Her
name,
name.
but he's with the
Purple lady.
the
yeah.
purple lady. And they're traveling multiverses, I think, right now. And then Namor had a
He got
one-off,
his ass kicked.
And he got his
by
ass
the
kicked.
Black Panther.
and there's no way
by
he's gonna
Shuri.
be like friends with Doctor Strange right now. Like it just nothing makes sense. So like I don't know how the Illuminati would be introduced. Like you're telling what another universe Illuminati come in.
Yeah.
And, I don't know.
John
It makes no sense to
Krasinski
me.
come back for.
Yeah, he comes
Mr.
back to life
Fantastic.
for like what we get. Oscar Isaac. Who's Mr.
Moon Knight?
Fantastic?
Right now.
Oh, sorry.
Pedro
I-
Pascal.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. I don't know why the fuck I always mix them
I
up.
was like,
What is he gonna
Isaac.
come in? Like, I don't. It just doesn't make sense to me how the Illuminati fits in.
Yeah,
So-
at least not with this multiverse branch,
Yeah.
the main Marvel MCU one.
Yeah, so that's it with the end credits scene. I mean, I fucking hated it, and like for it to only be one of them, they should have made it a mid credit scene.
Yeah.
Because the second the movie ends, I go straight to my phone. I go, how many end credit scenes are there?
Just one.
And then it says one, and it's at the end, and I'm like, oh my god.
It was a chore getting there too.
Yeah.
How
It's
many
like 5 minutes.
VHX teams were there?
Dude, there was a lot.
Yeah,
they were just
right?
like,
I think it was close to like 17.
yeah.
There had to have been.
So, I mean, that was Brave
It's
New
kinda
World
fun.
in Paddington.
I liked it.
To our picked week. What?
Handpicked
Handpicked flicks
flicks.
of the week.
Yes, let's do it.
We'll start with Fight Club.
Let's do it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Fight Club.
So you
Loved
finally
it.
got to watch it.
I did.
Hmm.
Loved it. Loved it. I saw it earlier today, actually.
Hmm.
Solid film. At the beginning, I was like, what the fuck is going on with the ghosts? I didn't realize this was a spooky movie. And then just learning it's Brad Pitt's character
Oh,
with the flickering, because,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a really cool touch. I loved everything about it. The twist, I thought I caught on to it. I got talked out of it.
Oh, were you watching it with
I was watching it with Jess, so
Mm.
I'm like, is he in his head? And she's like, no, that's fucking stupid. Other people are seeing it. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I am fucking stupid. Turns out I'm not.
This is your top
Really
5
good.
film of all time, isn't
It's
it?
in my If you remember the first episode, go ahead and rewatch it. I put it in my top 5. Yeah, nothing I can say about it that hasn't already been said. It was great to rewatch it again. I did just watch it like 5 or 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I watched it again. Had a lot of fun. Didn't catch anything new.
I did.
What'd you catch?
Because I haven't watched this movie in 10 years.
Okay.
I didn't notice, like, there's a lot of scenes where, like, extra characters are just talking and, like, scooching past Brad Pitt's character. And they don't even, like, notice
Really?
him. There's,
Yeah.
like, the scene on the bus where the guy's screaming at, I don't remember the main actor's name, which sucks.
I don't think he gets a name.
Edward
It's
Norton.
just- oh.
Oh, he doesn't have a real name in the
Yeah.
movie. But Edward Norton's character, the extras are like screaming at him, and they're like not even noticing Brad Pitt's character. I didn't notice it that much on my first watch like 10 years ago, but like, man, it makes like the twist like so much more like, wow. They
Yeah,
put like so
yeah.
much work into it. And I skipped the trivia because I'm stupid.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But there's scenes where they edit out noises that Brad Pitt does throughout the movie. So like he throws a bottle, the bottle doesn't make a noise.
Oh,
Edward Norton throws a
shit.
bottle, it makes a shattering noise. Brad Pitt, remember the scene where they're beating on the car?
Oh, with the baseball bat.
Yeah, Brad Pitt, when he hits it, no car alarm goes off. Edward Norton, when he hits it, car alarm straight on. Brilliant. I never like noticed this shit like when I was younger, because I was just watching the movie, and like when I was younger, I thought the movie was just Fight Club, and it was a movie about a fight club,
Yeah.
and that was it. And like before I watched the movie, there was a Family Guy episode about Fight Club, and I was like, oh, it's a secret club where they fight each other.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Even if there was no twist, it's still a cool
Oh,
movie.
oh, yeah,
That's
for
what
sure.
I thought the entire movie was too, dude. I wasn't expecting all this fucking terror.
Like a psychological
yeah.
switch in it, yeah. I'm zoning out. There's a scene I wanted to talk about.
Fight Club.
Oh, I know Fight Club. Oh, the end scene where like all the buildings are blowing up. It
Yeah.
took 14 months to make because it's all practical.
Mm.
None of it is CGI. Apparently they had like little sets built up and they triggered it with explosives and fucking so awesome.
It was honestly really cool to see.
Yeah. Oh, I want to talk about this. This is what I was going to talk about. So the movie's obviously about him being like a psychopath,
Yeah.
and there's the scene where he's with his boss and he's like pretending to beat himself up. That's funny, but I want to talk about what the fuck were people thinking in the opening when he first starts Fight Club, where he's just beating himself in the street.
Yeah.
And they went up to him and they're like,
This guy's cool as
this
fuck.
guy's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Dude, I'm thinking that guy has mental issues and getting the fuck out of there.
I would have stopped and asked what he was doing. I would have joined his club.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is sweet. Yeah, let's start fighing now. Like,
Which also does that mean like they saw him beating himself up? It's like, yeah, I want to go fight that guy too.
The movie's fucking hilarious. Like,
Very
really funny. And like,
Yeah.
I said it last week when I was talking about what movie did we watch last week?
Joker.
Cable Guy.
Cable Guy.
I was talking about Cable Guy. And I was talking like the best
watched Joker.
90s.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we did.
Batman
We
and
did.
Beyond.
Okay.
And I was talking about Cable Guy, and I was talking about like the best actors of the 90s. I mean, Jesus Christ, Brad Pitt. I think he's so clearly the best like actor of that decade. He's like, it's insane. We watched Ocean's 11 last night, which I think came out in 99. Like, oh my god, he can act his fucking ass off.
Mm-hmm. Still.
When I was 15, I didn't notice like he was a ghost, and then like when he pulls it off at the end that he is one, and like he switches his attitude completely, like it's so fucking good. Oh, also there's no scenes with him and the girl, which I don't know her name. Apparently Reese Witherspoon was supposed to play her originally, but
she plays the evil hex lady in Bellatrix Lestrange or something like that in Harry Potter.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jess was telling me that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like there's no scene where they're together in the movie, and
I did notice.
and like that is so.
I thought they were fucking.
They're fucking, but you don't.
Oh.
There's when he opens the door, she falls behind the bed to look for a cigarette under the. Or no, she doesn't fall behind the bed to look for a cigarette. She falls, and she's like, "Oh, a cigarette's under the bed."
I found the cigarette. Yeah.
So cool. Like, there's just so much attention to detail in this movie. By the way, guess who made this fucking movie? David Fincher, not David Lynch, not the guy that I made you watch for Eraserhead. Fuck you for the Instagram meme, by the way.
What?
This is you didn't see it.
I haven't.
He said
I don't look at Instagram that much.
it was like a meme, like me watching a film my friend recommended me, but it's the most boring dog shit I've ever seen. And he's like, ass balut cinema or something. I was like, man, whatever. Anyway, this guy directed Seven. This guy directed Fight Club. He directed Alien 3, which isn't good, but like fucking directorial legend.
Yeah.
But that it for Fight Club?
Yeah.
Oh wait, so what would you give it?
Oh, I think I gave that like a solid 8.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I'd give it
Really
whatever
good.
perfect score is.
A 10.
10.
I don't want to say it.
I gave I give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's solid.
There's
It's
also
solid.
some small undertones in there. It's like you can be whoever you want to be. Just start being that like
Yeah,
that guy.
start putting
And
them
that's
on.
who you are.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna be next. This week,
Basketball?
what I had love and basketball.
Yeah.
I've been becoming a romance guy. I've been loving these romance movies. I mean, I gave this a solid 8 or 8.5 out of 10. I was really debating, but man, I love romance movies now. And like the chemistry between the main two actors, or the actor and the actress, like. I mean, I just started getting into romance, and like that's some of the best chemistry I've ever seen in a movie. I want you guys to think about it.
You first.
I thought it was a good movie up until the end. Not that it's a bad ending. It was just a little rushed. Like, I get the whole like 2 weeks before the wedding, dude. I'm sorry, that's way too close. It should have been a lot earlier than that.
But
I
you,
just feel like he's a piece of shit for that, and it kind of
Okay.
soured my taste.
he is
on
a
the
total
ending.
cunt for it.
Yeah.
But it came with the best line ever, where they're playing basketball, and then he beats her,
Yeah.
and he's like, double or nothing. I was like, man, that's a yeah. I love it.
What's double leaving your wife?
Killing her, I guess.
Oh. But man,
That didn't change anything for me.
I don't love the romance in that movie. But I mean, what you think about it, John?
So I want to talk about this and the next movie at the same time.
Uh-oh.
Because they're both basketball movies.
Yes.
Okay.
So the next movie was my movie 17 again. Now the difference between these movies is the difference between a good high school romance story and a bad high school romance story.
Which one's the bad
Yeah.
one?
We all know which one was the bad one.
I'm just curious. Well, he was like, I'm gonna tell both of them, and I'm like, he's gonna shit on my movie now.
No. I do like 17 again. Don't get me wrong. It's a funny movie, but it's the difference between a good sweetheart drama and a bad one. 17, or let's start with Love and Basketball. It actually has a beginning, middle, and an end. It progresses very smoothly.
I want to talk about that too.
How
I'm
they
sorry to
look.
interrupt you.
Yeah.
Not only how they look. First off, it's amazing how you can get someone to look just by changing their hair a little, or like adding. The guy, not so much. The girl, she actually looks like she ages every. But when they do the time skips and it says like first quarter, and so, I love that. I love when movies do like the transitions and stuff, and I love that they did it like basketball. I thought that was awesome. But go ahead.
Yeah, let me keep going. The side stories between the girl and her mom, and the boy and his dad, actually had like implications and like a tie into the main story. So how even like the B story and the C story all connected to the main story and affected the flow of time. Just shows you the difference between, as compared to like 17 again, where they kind of just throw random funny shit in the movie till the movie gets you laughing long enough, and it's just great to compare these different kinds of comedy, drama / love movies.
Yeah, I haven't watched 17 again in like, I think since its release. So I forgot it had like it was like a little bit of rom-com.
Yeah.
But it was more focused on the comedy, but like, I thought that was hilarious. We both kind of picked like a rom-ish movie, basketball movie. By the way, the cafeteria scene with Zac Efron, that's all legit. I don't know if you know that.
He did all those?
He did all that. And it was in one take, apparently.
Well,
fucking killer.
He's actually pretty good at basketball.
Musical, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
He's done a lot of basketball choreography.
Also, for the casting for Love and Basketball, the two main actresses in the movie, they had to pick. They were trying to decide who would be the main actress, and they told one of them to take basketball lessons because they wanted the basketball to look authentic, which it did.
Yeah.
Very fucking happy with that. I love when movies like actually try to be authentic as possible. And they told the other actress, take acting lessons. So it's kind of funny that they had two actresses signed up and they both just had the perfect skills just for the wrong parts. It's awesome. And the basketball in that movie, I actually love it. Mostly the girl one though. I think like the guy basketball, they didn't show as much, unfortunately.
They only showed him struggling.
Yeah. Well, except in the beginning of the movie.
In the beginning, yeah.
But
I thought it was a lot of cut shots for him. I'm gonna be honest, where it didn't show the full like.
They would show like an alley-oop.
Him shooting it, and then it would cut to the hoop and stuff.
Yeah. It's not as good at one basketball movie that I watched the other week. Oh, Coach Carter. Like that movie probably has like the best basketball scenes I've ever seen in a movie. Shit,
I like this movie more.
Really?
I like this movie more, but I think the basketball in Coach Carter is like just so much better. But man, this
Samuel Jackson.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with him. Yeah. What do you think of 17 again?
17 again. I'm gonna be honest. I ran out of time, so I had 30 minutes left before I came here. It was really cringy. I did not like the Zac Efron hitting on his wife as a 17-year-old and them getting on with it. And I think they would have gone all the way if their kid didn't come in.
She pushed him off.
Because their kid came in. So it was...
No, it was right before her kid came in. Right? Because it was at the party and her kid walked in.
I don't remember.
And she's on the balcony with him and he touches her hand and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then he tries to kiss her, or he does kiss her.
It was right before she went on the date with that one guy.
Oh, when they were dancing with each other? Oh, yeah. I think she's too stupid if she'd think about it.
Yeah.
I was going to say something about 17 again, which I was really happy about. They really tried to not do pedophilic stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
And I was so happy. I watched 21 Jump Street over the summer.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
a lot of hitting on high schoolers.
I was like, man, like these characters are in their, like they're canonically like 34 and they're hitting on like a 16-year-old, and I'm like,
these guys are cops.
It's kind of taking me out of the movie, and like this sucks. And I was scared watching 17 again because I was like, oh, I'm trying to remember what happened in this movie, and they do everything to get the fucking adults away from the children. I was like, thank you God. Yeah.
I do love the ending of 17 again. It's really predictable. It's not a spoiler.
Did they just get back together?
You remember how when he was in high school and he threw the ball and then chased after her in the hallway? The same thing happens again, but in the modern day. I just thought that was cool, full circle ending. But
Yeah. I think it's a
Matthew
cute
Perry
movie
did
still.
okay.
That's his
Zac Efron did
last
great.
theatrical movie ever.
I didn't know.
R.I.P. Matthew Perry. Yeah. So that was 12 to 14 years ago. I mean, that's kind of crazy. He was never in a movie between.
I think his
Then and
movies
now.
are really slept on. I think a lot of people did not like him in movies because he was just
So the TV guy, right?
yeah.
'Cause he was on Friends.
solidified as Chandler.
Yeah.
Chandler.
I always mix up him and the other guy.
Yeah.
Joey. Yeah, I always mix them two up. I think he's Chandler though,
Yeah.
but like.
Joey looks like a Chandler. That would be his name.
What the
It looks like his name would be
No,
Chandler.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Man, I really enjoyed 17 again. I honestly didn't enjoy it as much as the other two movies we watched this week.
No, of course not.
But it's like it's such a solid 2010s comedy
Okay,
movie.
we can't pick only good movies in this.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
Can't
okay,
pick
well,
flips.
I can.
Yeah, you can.
well, yeah, you can.
I'll pick the bad. We can do that. You can pick the good one. Tim can pick the fun one. I can
And then I pick the
goofy
one that people fucking hate. Cunts. I mean, you guys like loving basketball
I
at
love that
least.
movie.
Yeah, it was actually a lot better than I was thinking. I was looking at it and I'm like, what the fuck?
I saw the poster for it, and by the way, they say loving basketball in the movie. That's gonna be my new thing now. I want to see what fucking movies have the names in it. They say 17 again in the movie. They say Fight Club in the movie.
Where they say the thing, the name of the movie.
Yeah,
Almost fair in
'cause-
basketball.
Because when I watch a new movie every day, I'm like, man, they say the fucking title in this movie, and it's like throwing me off, even though it shouldn't. But like,
We're in that
yeah,
game.
all fair and love in
Yeah.
basketball, and I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy.
And then Cat goes, "This is a brave new world."
He's like,
He doesn't.
it's like this is Captain America, Brave New World. this is Interstellar. Wow. Yeah. But
That's a handpicked.
I think we had a really good week this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so happy when I finished, because I think Fight Club was my last one, because I wanted to keep the best for what I knew last, because I never watched Love and Basketball. No one has apparently.
Really.
I checked how many reviews there were. There were more reviews for 17 again than Love and Basketball.
Well, that
Oh,
makes
is that
sense.
Zac
Zac
Efron?
yeah.
But
Okay.
like, it's just so crazy. I think this is like such a good romance movie. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like,
Well,
this is
you're
such a solid one.
Underestimating the power of like
The actor.
just the fact that he was a teen heartthrob.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Zac Efron. Dude, because he's in is it La La Land or Greatest Showman?
He's in Greatest Showman.
Yeah, he's in that movie. He aged so well.
Yeah.
Because I went to go click on his acting page after I finished watching the movie, and I was like, man, I want to see like another Zac Efron movie soon. And I forgot he was in Greatest Showman. I was like, oh my god! And I was having like flashbacks. I'm like, can this dude like fucking age? Like, how is he not in any big movies? Like, I feel like he's still a decent actor.
Mhm.
He's clearly good looking. Like, I don't have to go into that anymore.
Mhm.
Like, how the fuck is he not in more movies? He's still young. He's like 40.
Is he still active?
I
Yeah.
think so.
I think he did a movie. He did the
Couple
Iron.
years ago,
He did the
right?
Iron Claw, which was that'll be mine this week. It's I didn't
Boxing
watch it,
movie,
but
yeah.
it's a boxing movie, and apparently it's so fucking phenomenal. That's gonna be mine this week. I'll
Alright.
pick that one.
All right,
But
cool.
we'll go through a handpick.
Final
final
ratings,
thoughts,
right?
final ratings.
Well, I didn't give a rating.
Oh,
for the
go
last
ahead
two.
then. Go ahead then.
I want to say Love and Basketball. I think I just gave those two movies an 8. Like, those are solid movies. 17 again, I gotta go finish, but where I'm at right now, I think I gotta give it like a 6.
Yeah, I think you
6.5.
gotta
might
rate those
get you
movies
6.5.
differently,
Yeah.
just because one's a comedy and one's a romance.
Yeah, you got.
I think people rate comedies too low. Not that you're rating it too low, but I think comedies are clearly not movies with high budgets. They're not movies with great directors. You gotta give them like some benefit of the doubt, and like what you're watching a comedy for is just how much you're laughing.
Yeah.
And I feel like for what I watched in 17 again, I laughed a decent amount. But I gave Love and Basketball an 8.5 out of 10. I gave 17 again a 7 out of 10, which is still solid.
I'd be somewhere similar. I'd give Love and Basketball somewhere 8.5, 9.
Oh, he did it. He said it.
I'll give you a number. It'd be around there.
Wow. And then you already give 17 again, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
You're
fine.
just pumped.
17 again was okay. I like it.
All right, let's do our handpicked flicks for the week.
All right. This week, my handpicked flick is A Bronx Tale.
A what? A Bronx
What the
Tale?
fuck is that?
Is that a musical?
I don't think so. It's Robert De Niro.
Whoa.
Yeah. Robert
Okay,
De
then I
Niro
want to
film,
watch
yeah.
it. And then mine will be the Iron Claw because of Zac Efron and no other reason.
Let's do Pokemon Forever.
You know what's funny? I was literally going to recommend a Pokemon movie before I picked the Iron Claw. I'm not even kidding you.
What one was it gonna be?
The Rayquaza one.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Lucario one.
Fuck no.
What was the Rayquaza one called?
I don't.
Isn't it just
remember.
called
Deoxys?
Deoxys and Rayquaza? Or am I wrong?
Something Deoxys.
I don't know.
Destiny Deoxys.
Destiny Deoxys, yeah. And then for new movies this week, I don't think anything's coming out besides The Monkey.
The Monkey.
So we're gonna talk about The Monkey next week.
I'll watch it.
Iron Claw,
So good.
Bronx Tale, and Pokemon Forever. And that's it.
Alright, let's